So Red Flag Alaska is a joint exercise where joint forces come together to practice our air combat skills with capabilities that we don't normally get to train against. You've got units from the Air Force, you got Marines, Navy, and then we've got ground forces as well from the Army, and then we've got tanker support as well from both the Marines and Air Force. With this iteration of Red Flag Alaska, solely focused on the joint force, we are really able to focus on higher end tactics. And the lessons learned will help our younger flight leads and younger mission commanders kind of evolve to the next level.
So a new pilot flying for their first time in a large exercise like this can be extremely stressful, going out with multiple aircraft, so 30, V-20, etc., more aircraft in the sky, probably 50 or 60 airplanes with tankers, learning how to plan your fuel, weapons, all that, if we were in war, so they can kind of see what it's like fighting against a peer adversary. So working with different branches, everybody operates slightly different, although we're all one team. It's good to get together and practice how we would go to war, because it's not all going to be on one branch. If we get called to war tomorrow, everyone's going to be out there, and so it's good to practice and operate together, see how each other talk differently, speak differently, and just work differently, and kind of become one warfighting team.
Dynamic targeting is something that the Air Force does that the Marine Corps does not specifically train to, that we have been able to learn from the Air Force, and integrating with those forces has been able to help us develop our skills within that mission set. So participating in this exercise, for one, not only gives us the ability to operate out of a new location, but also plan and coordinate with other units that are operating out of different locations as well, such as Air Force units out of Eielson. There's a very big expanse of airspace that we get to use and access that we don't normally have access to back home. Within this area, they've got some emitters that allow us to simulate surface-to-air sites that are on the ground that we can then locate and attack. Training to operate in a new environment is important because when we go fight the fight against whoever it may be, one of our adversaries, we're not fighting it at home. So we need to be able to operate in a new space that we've never been before, but that we can plan to, so that way when we get to the fight, we have planned for it and we need to be able to adapt.
This exercise has a direct tie to Indo-PACOM's and DoD's priorities in the Pacific, in that we are training as a joint force against capabilities we might see in the Pacific. Our forces are practicing against, practicing a variety of different missions, from defensive counter-air to offensive counter-air type missions, and they run the gamut of different capabilities that we're training against. What I hope our airmen, Marines, sailors, and soldiers take away from this exercise is that the joint force, when we work together, American air power is pretty damn awesome, and that we can't do it alone.